whenever I use too much, ooh, I look crazy. Okay. Hi, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my channel, Makeup by Isa. So today I'm gonna show you how to cover up all of your acne scars slash acne. So if you want to keep watching, then just keep watching. I'm gonna put my hair up, get it out of my face. Don't want anything in my hair. Alright. And I already cleansed, moisturized, and I also am using this fade cream. So I've already done all that. So what I start with is a really good primer, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish. Now this really helps all of your makeup stick, which basically translates to it makes it easier to hide all of the acne scars, because once you cover it up, it's going to be covered up. And don't forget to get down in your neck. And I normally put on my primers all at the same time, so I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer. This is from Milani. Use some of it on some of your more problematic areas. So again, this is just going to help the foundation and everything that we have stay on your face. I'm going to put on some green concealer. This is Lancome. Is that even in English? But here it is. This is what I'm going to use, and it's a green color corrector. Now, if you think about the color wheel, green is opposite of red, and so any color that's opposite of each other cancels the other one out. So have you ever noticed how if you just put foundation over some of your acne, and if you put foundation over some of your acne, it just kind of like you can still see the red under the foundation? This is what helps. Okay. Now, a big part about this is that you want to blend out all of the edges. You don't want it to go from like your skin color to green immediately. And now I'm going to move to foundation. And this one is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So even though this is the matte, I find that this foundation doesn't cling to my dry spots, which really helps because if it doesn't cling to my dry spots, I can use it to cover up my acne, and it does have good coverage. And I am in this shade CW03.5 in the NYX HD Studio. Yeah. NYX HD Studio Concealer. Next, I'm going to use this e.l.f. liquid highlighter. It blends out pretty well. I don't know, what do you guys think? Now that I have all of the creams on, now I'm gonna set all of them. This is with the Milani Prep Set and Go, the transparent face powder. Alright, so now that we've set the face, I normally go on to bronzer. Now, this one is the Clean Color, K-L-E-A-N Color Bronzer. It's in the shade Walnut. I'm gonna put bronzer in this little, depending on what side of your face it is, in this little 3/E direction. So now that we're done with bronzer, next we're gonna move on to blush. This is the L'Oreal True Match, and I'm in the shade W56. So you don't want to go too intense with the blush whenever you do have acne, and you don't even have to do blush, so you can just skip this part if you want to. But because the more red, pinkish colors like that on your face, the more it will show up on your skin. So if you've ever noticed anybody with like bright red hair, if they have any acne at all, any rosacea, any redness on their face, it's gonna show up a lot more. So just be careful of that. So next, I'm going to move on to highlight. This is the Physicians Formula highlight. It's a very natural looking highlight, almost like, oh my gosh, where did it go? And I feel like that's really good if you have acne. You don't really want to bring light to anywhere where you have acne at. So for instance, if I had like a pimple right here, I would just skip this part. Just kind of intensifies the highlight, the e.l.f. highlight that we put underneath. For my eyebrows, I don't really do much. But this is an eyebrow pencil. I can't tell where it's from. The name already rubbed off, sorry. Then I just take a little spoolie and I just kind of brush through them. Next, this is a step that I like to do, is I take a clean brush and I just kind of soften everything out. This bronzer just looks really intense. I don't think I like it that much. Now let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. Now I'm going to use the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette. The only thing that I don't love about all of the colors is it does have a little bit of fallout. And I'm using the shade Sauce. I'm going to use the shade Cayenne. Now I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. It's not going to be a cut crease, but it's just going to intensify the lid shade. So this is the part that makes it different from a cut crease. I'm actually going to blend out that line. Then next, I'm going to use the shade Lumbre. I'm going to spray it with setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is an ecotools brush. I don't know what brush it is, but I take a clean brush and I just kind of go over everything to blend it all out. And then I'm gonna take the shade Ounce. I'm just gonna pop that into my inner corners. I'm also going to use that as the brow bone highlight. Now I'm gonna take Ounce again. And what I do with my lower lash line is I split it into thirds. So in the first inner third, I'm going to put on Ounce. In the second inner third, I'm going to put on Lumbre. I'm going to use Infrago. All I need is the eyeliner. I'm using the Milani Eye Tech Extreme. I'm going to make a little wing, and we're going to go along the bottom lash line. This eyeliner, and maybe it's a felt tip, but it's really dry. Next, let's move on to mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lashes. The thing is kind of worn away. I'm going to use the Bite Beauty. It's a lip crayon. And then I'm going to take the Bite Beauty lipstick in Beetroot, kind of blend it into the ends. So I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I really like this one. I feel like it really does make your makeup last all day. Alright, so as you've probably noticed, I have these little dates on all of my products, and that's because I like knowing how long it takes to use a product, so I'll label it as soon as I start using the product. I'm Alicia, and thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button and that bell for me. I would really appreciate that. You're amazing, and I love you. Bye. The drugstore option. It's a really good drugstore option to, let's just pretend like your neck is a part of your face. Anyways,